Hi, I'm Kim Davenport. Welcome to Target Pool, the ultimate pocket billiard skill game. You've made a wise choice in purchasing this product. Not only will it improve your position play, but you will also have fun with your friends and your opponents. Here's what the games consist of. You have a full target, a half target, a scoring sheet to track your progress, a slide rule for your measurements, and a book. And once you open this book, you will see dramatic results in your game. Target Pool is played from North America to Asia to Europe. So get on cue, get Target Pool.
Acustats Video Productions presents from Reno, Nevada, the Tournament of Champions of Target Pool. I'm Bill Incardona, along with Don Wilkie, the innovator of Target Pool. Don, we've had 4 Target Pool tournaments. The 4 premier players we have out there today are the winners of those 4 tournaments. Kim Davenport, C.J. Wiley, Leanardo Andam, and Buddy Hall. We're going to find out very shortly who is the true champion of Target Pool.
They're all great shots, and it's going to be fun to see who wins.
Now, the first shot Kim Davenport's attempting is 9-ball in the corner. Naturally, he has applied a little left-hand English and try to end up on the bullseye of the target. He scores 2 points. Now, let me ask you this, Don. What's the average point score for that particular shot?
Well, that's generally about a 3 to a 4. It's not a real difficult shot for the pros.
And how many points does he get for pocketing the 9?
Well, you don't get any points for pocketing the 9, but if you don't pocket the 9 or the object ball, you don't get any points at all. You have to sink the object ball to score.
Now, he gets 3 attempts at the shot. Is that correct?
That's right.
And do you accumulate his attempts and then add up his score?
Exactly. Just like in golf, number of strokes.
Okay, this is his 3rd stroke. He failed to pocket the ball, so this negates that particular shot.
Exactly.
So his total score for that particular shot was?
A 5.
A 5, which is above average.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's why he's out there, because he's an above-average player.
Well, I think we'll see some higher scores than a 5.
Okay. The next competitor is Buddy Hall. We all know who Buddy Hall is.
Buddy won the tournament at the last BCA trade show.
He has to apply a little bit of left-hand English on this shot. Now, his cue ball speed looks pretty good to me.
First score, 3.
3 points on his first attempt. He has 2 more attempts left on this particular shot. Kim Davenport was the first contestant. He was able to amass 5 points on 3 shots. I don't think that's going to stand up.
I don't think so.
Okay, Buddy hit the 9-ball very nicely, pocketing the 9. That's what counts. You have to pocket the 9, and bullseye for Mr. Hall. And that's one of the reasons.
That's how it's done.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why he was able to win one of those other tournaments that you put on. Okay, he's kind of happy about that. You know, earlier in the practice session, he wasn't really executing that well, but when it came down to it, he was there. That's why he's a champion.
That's a competitor.
Once again, hitting the 9-ball very, very cleanly into the pocket. Now, this will count. Let's see what he gets. 3 more. So Buddy Hall, on his first attempt, ends up with, I believe, 11 points.
Yeah, Buddy refers to the bullseye as a nickel.
All right. Now, C.J. Wiley from Dallas, Texas. He was also a winner of a prior tournament. Excellent shot maker. And he was able to pocket the ball, but he forgot to apply the English necessary to guide the ball toward the target, so therefore he gets a 0 for his first attempt. Now, he went to school there. He'll realize what he needs to do.
Exactly.
Okay, applying a little more English, but once again, I think he's come up a little bit. Well, wait a second. Very nice score, 3. This will be his final attempt. Well, he's not applying the English that he needs to on that particular shot. I think he's a little apprehensive about putting that left-hand English on that particular shot.
Well, the players all have their favorite shots, and it takes a few strokes to warm up, get into the tournament.
Leanardo Andam from the Philippines, champion snooker player. Let's see how well he does. I think he's going to do quite well. This young man from the Philippines is a master of the cue ball.
Leonardo won the tournament at the World 9-Ball Championship in '93, 32-man field.
Barely pocketing the ball, but nevertheless it did fall.
2.
Accumulating 2 and 3, 5 points. This is his 3rd and final shot. So he's also got 5 points as Kim Davenport does, but he's managed to pocket the 9, and this will count also. I think it's another 3. Now he has 8 points. So after round number 1, Don, it looks like it's the man from Paducah, Buddy Hall, or Metropolis, Illinois. Buddy Hall, who has the lead, 11 for 8 for Andam, 5 for Davenport, and 3 for Wiley, the trailer.
Yeah, Buddy jumped out to a good lead, but if one of the players can jump up with a 15, that's a hard one to beat.
Well, that's almost impossible to beat unless you get double if you get 3 bullseyes.
That's a 15. That's the best you can do.
Okay, what shot are we going to be shooting at now?
Okay, the object here is to bank the ball and get to the target.
Bank the ball?
Yes, sir. Trap within the goal.
1 mil?
Yes,
This
sir.
is a bank shot.
Okay, now this is a little more difficult than I would believe in the first. I don't know. I think that the degree of difficulty in this shot and the last shot is about the same, because the last shot, I think the shot itself is what's a difficult shot. Now we have to bank the 9, drag the cue ball 1 cushion up the table, and try to land naturally on the bullseye. Let's see. Let's see how well he does with this.
This is where the English that they apply comes in. It's a tricky shot.
I don't know how Buddy played it. I believe he's supposed to bank the ball and then go 1 cushion toward the bullseye. He went to the other long cushion, which was really uncharacteristic of the way Buddy handles the cue ball. He really handles it beautifully, and I was really surprised not to see him do better than that. Let's see how he does. He's the leader in alls. Now that's much better, but I don't think he has enough
Yeah,
speed
I
of
think
a
he'll
cue
make
ball.
it.
He's going to make it, and he does make
good
it.
shot.
You know, it's kind of like deceiving in a way.
Yes.
The ball goes up the table. It looks like it's not going to have enough speed to get there, but what happens? It's very surprising. He did get there, so therefore, you know, he must know what he's doing. He was able to count 3 on the preceding shot. Let's see what he does on this final shot. Here we go. Here it goes. He's hit a nickel. He's hit a nickel. It's going. It's going. He's got the 3. Does he have the nickel?
No, just short.
Fell a little bit short
Nice
of the
shot.
nickel, but he walks away with 6 points. That's not bad in this
Well,
shot.
that shows the consistency that these players have. It's tough to duplicate 2 shots. Now he has to sink it hard into the rail to get it back.
Okay, there's CJ. Now he's got plenty of speed. He's going to hit the bottom cushion and then rebound back up. It looks like he's amassed 3 points on his first shot. I think 3 on this particular shot is a pretty good score.
I'd be happy with it.
Okay, he wasn't able to put the 9 down, so therefore that will negate his point total on that particular attempt. This is his 3rd attempt and final attempt on this shot. He has to do well. Oh, he allowed the cue ball to get away from him, and that's what you really have. You really have to concentrate on that shot, because you have to pocket the bank, and then you have to slide the cue ball up the table toward the target. That's a difficult shot. CJ was able to amass 3 points, and he has, in his first 2 shots, a total of 6. Leonardo Andam is at the table now. He's in 2nd place right now. He has pocketed the 9. Cue ball's going up table. It's bypassed the target on the bullseye, but it looks like it landed on the 2. He's got 2 points.
Yeah, this is a shot where speed is important, touch is important.
Looks like this is much better. He's heading toward the target. What happened? Oh, he missed the 9. Okay, this will be his 3rd attempt on this shot. That's an excellent shot. I believe he's going to walk away liking this one.
Oh, just rolled off.
3. But the man in 2nd place, Leonardo Andam, was able to amass 6 points on his 2nd attempt, on his 2nd shot, and now he has 5 points. His total is 13. Kim Davenport at the table. Kim Davenport endorses target pull, by the way. He's had a lot of time to practice this game. So therefore, in that regard, I have to make him one of the pre-favorites. That's excellent control of the cue ball, also direction of the 9 ball. He's coming off the back cushion. He's working his way. Oh, it's a 3. He has his buddy Martin keeping score for him.
Well, I don't think there's any shenanigans going on. The other players would notice it.
I like the way he's handling the cue ball. He seems to know the exact route to take to the target. It hit the side of the target and then went off the target. Anyways, he was able to amass just 3 points on his 2nd attempt. So therefore, he's amassed 8 points in the first 2 shots. So the leader at this point is Buddy Hall with 17, I believe. Leonardo Andam has 13, Davenport 8, and the trailer is Wiley with 6. This is shot number 3. What are we going to be doing here?
Well, it's in the book on page 41.
Let's go to page 41. There's a book on all the shots in target pull. And it's a really interesting game. Don, target pull's been out now for about 2.5 years, and I talked with you a little while ago. You told me there are over 1,500 games of target pull in Europe alone.
Right, we've got a German version and a French version as well. It's been received real well over there.
And I can understand why. I myself only shot one shot in target pool, and I'm already hooked on the game. Really?
It's a bit addictive. When you get played, you want to keep shooting the shot till you get the bullseye.
I think I could be pretty good at this game because you notice that I only shot one shot, right? And I got a 3. Now,
Well,
I know there's a lot of doubting Thomases out there that thought I got lucky, you know.
Billy, I think you're a natural.
I think I am, too.
CJ's up.
Okay, now this shot, he's going to execute the pocketing the 9, drawing the cue ball straight toward the target. All right, and he's got a lot of draw on the ball, and it looks like he's going to go maybe a 2. He's got a 2. I think Martin's going to give it to him. He's got a 2. Okay, he applied a little bit too much draw on that shot, Don, so let's see if he can make the fine adjustment that he needs to direct the cue ball toward the bullseye. Beautifully done. This is a beautiful shot. C.J. Wiley onto the target. It looks like he's going to have a 5. He does. That's a beautiful shot. That's a perfect execution. And like you said before, everyone has their favorite shots. Obviously, this shot C.J. Wiley does like. He had the perfect direction, but the speed was a little off, but he was still able to amass 7 points on his try.
Yeah, it's important to hit the object ball just exactly right to get your cue ball coming back in the right direction.
Leanardo Andam looks like he's off a little bit direction to the right, and he'll end up with nothing on his first attempt at the third shot. Wiley was able to amass only 6 points on the scoreboard. There it is. That's a nice shot, nice direction. Can he get the ball to the target? He does. It looks like he's gotten 3 points for this attempt. All the players from the Philippines have excellent control of the cue ball.
Yeah, wherever the base of the ball touches the target, that's your score.
Oh, he hit it too softly, and he's not able to reach the target.
Not quite on.
What did he score that particular time? He scored 3 points. Well, I think that the deck is stacked towards Kim Davenport's favor. He has Martin, his friend, recovering the balls and setting them up and calling the score. Aida, his wife, is keeping score. So therefore, I make Kim the odds-on favorite to win this event.
Well, I'd love to see it.
Okay, he was only able to get a 1. This shot seems to be a more of a difficult shot in terms of controlling the cue ball. It's awfully difficult to control the cue ball when you apply draw to it at certain angles. And this is one of those angles. Perfect direction, but it looks like he hit a little bit too hard. He's able to get a 2. And so far in that particular shot, it looks like C.J. Wiley was the person who executed that shot the best. Now here we have the leader in the tournament so far, Buddy Hall. He has, I believe, 17 points up to this point of the tournament. Metropolis, Illinois. They call him the Rifleman. That time he wasn't able to get the ball onto the target, so therefore he does not accumulate any points for that attempt. But he is in the lead. He does have 17 points. Oh, perfect
Nice
direction,
shot.
perfect direction. He's going to hit the back cushion in hopes that he can get at least a 3 out of this. I believe he does have a 3. It's a
Wherever the
tough to
base
call,
of the ball
tough to call. Martin said it's a 2. Martin said it's a 2. What are you going to do? It's a 2. Well, you got to take into consideration, Martin's not on his side, really. And plus, he's already in the lead, so we want to make it close. I think he's gotten himself on the target, maybe with a 1, possibly.
Stay on.
Stay on? No, not this time. Well, the leader of the tournament, Buddy Hall, now has 17 points after round number 3 and is still in the lead, but not by many. Leonardo Andam is in a close second with 16. Kim Davenport has 11. No, excuse me, C.J. Wiley has 12, and Kim Davenport trails the field with 11.
It's amazing how consistent all these pros can shoot. They get up, they look at the position, they shoot, the ball's heading to the target every time. When we do the amateur tournaments, we always allow 2 warm-ups, and that's just the difference between the pros and the amateurs.
Okay, now what shot are we going to be shooting at this time, Don?
Well, this shot is a follow into the end rail and back into the opposite corner.
Okay, this is a dangerous target because you can scratch if the cue ball gets away from you. A quarter tip of left of center is all the English you need. Okay, now notice that the cue ball is now a 1.5. Well, this is kind of confusing to me a little.
Well, yeah, Billy, what you're reading is out of the book, and it refers to other shot setups in the book, and we isolated the shot and took it out. But what the reason that notation is in there is just to give the players a little bit of angle to get back to the end of the table.
Okay, now you notice the actual technique used on this particular shot. It's a one cushion position shot. You pocket the 9, going one cushion towards the target. Now, a little bit of left-hand English is required on this shot. If you notice, the Andam went to the left of the target, which suggested that he didn't put enough left-hand English on the cue ball. He made the adjustment that he needed to make.
Nice adjustment.
Bullseye.
Now, some of the players will choose to come into the side rail and then into the target. But Leonardo is bringing it straight back.
I like bringing it straight back because it takes a side pocket out of play. And, you know, if you go to the side cushion, that side pocket looks as big as the Grand Canyon, and you don't want to end up in the bottom of that side pocket.
Well, if you scratch, it's no points, that's for sure.
That's for sure. And Leonardo Andam was able to amass 7 points on that shot.
Those bullseyes are big.
And Andam now has the lead, but Buddy Hall still is waiting in the rear there, and he hasn't attempted this particular shot yet. Kim Davenport is at the table. It looks like he's got great direction here, Don.
Little strong.
A little strong, but was able to rebound for a 3. Okay, these shots for Davenport are very, very crucial because he does trail the field, and being the endorser of Target Pool, you would think he would be doing a little bit better than this, but of course we have the best players in the world out there tonight.
2.
Another 2 for Davenport, which will give him a total of 5 on this particular shot.
Well, remember, Billy, each of these men out here has won a tournament.
That's right. That's right, and Kim Davenport is a world-class player by.
3.
And an
He's got
8's a
another
good
3.
score.
That's a good score. I'll take an 8 any day. Believe me, if you would average 8 per shot, he would be in the lead by now.
Absolutely.
8 is a big score, and I think he's happy with it. Now here's our leader right here, Buddy Hall from Metropolis, Illinois. Let's see how well he does. Buddy has been regarded by his peers as one of the better cue ball control men in the business.
Very nice stroke.
Very nice stroke, and once again, he illustrates to us why he's regarded as one of the better cue ball control people in the business. In perfect line, but his speed was a little bit off. Someone said 1. Buddy was very disgruntled out there. 1, he said. Come on, it's obvious that I have a 3. So Martin reconsidered and gave him a 3. Nice level stroke. Once again, excellent direction. Let's see how well he does this time.
Come off the back rail.
He has to come off the back rail. He's trying to push it. I believe he has a 2 or a 3. 3. He's awarded a 3. And that brings his total to, Don, to how many? Oh, of course, that was only his second attempt. He has 2 3s?
Good score.
He's dangerous.
Let's see if he can get his nickel.
This man is dangerous. Fierce competitor. Oh, very good direction. Very good direction. He's got to go to the back and up again. 2. So he was able to amass 8 points, and he equaled Kim Davenport's production on that particular shot. But meantime, it was Buddy Hall, the player in the lead, and all those 8 points went on to his score. He has a total of, Martin's in the way. Wiley is to the right, to the left of the target.
Buddy's up to 27.
27 points for Hall. He has to apply a little bit of left-hand English on this shot. Too much this time. Looks like he may go into the pocket.
1.
Now he's going to the right of the target. He's really unhappy with his attempt. He got a total of 2 points.
This game is a game of inches, isn't it, Bill?
Well, it certainly is. It could be even a game of quarter-inch. Because there's a fine line in between a 1, 2, and a 3 and a bullseye.
Sure. On that shot, he actually rolled over the bullseye.
Okay, now the next shot will be, looks like this shot may be a little more difficult because the target is positioned
This is a
on the
difficult
table
shot.
where they don't have the 8 of the back cushion. But once I see the diagram of the shot, I'll be able to explain to you the difficulty of this particular shot.
It's a tough cut shot. There's going to be a few missed balls on this round.
Oh, this is a very difficult shot. And then you're going to have to go 1, 2, 3, or 4 cushions onto the target.
It's not for the faint of heart.
So I think 4 cushions would be the ideal route to the target. That's the more accessible one to the target. 4 cushions. 1, 2.
Making
No,
the
he's
ball
gonna
is
hit
tough on this shot.
3, 4 cushions to the target. Perhaps a more ideal route would be 3 cushions to the target. I think the 3 cushions to the target would give you a bigger target.
Well, this one is just important to make the shot. It's a tough cut.
Well, he's going 4 cushions again. 4 cushions again. He's begging. He's begging. He's begging. They said, listen to him. No, Martin tried to get it up there, but wasn't able to. Well, I'll tell you, his accuracy is uncanny in pocketing the ball. This is a very difficult shot. He makes it seem like it's a hanger. Once again, now this is absolutely perfect direction, but I don't think the speed's there.
Well, I think
He's got 1.
on this shot, that's a good score.
Thank you.
I have to agree with you because of the difficulty of pocketing the ball. If you're able to pocket the ball in this shot, I think that's a pretty good feat in itself, pocketing the ball.
I think so, too. I've tried this shot myself, and it's tough.
Buddy asked if you have to go 4 rails. Martin replied, you go any way you want. As long as you pocket the ball, end up on the target. It's going to be good. I like the 3-rail route to the target, Don. Let's see the route Buddy chooses.
Oh,
Buddy
missed.
chose the 3-rail route, but in doing so, he overcut the 9.
It's difficult. The players are putting spin on the cue ball, and of course that makes it move a little bit.
Okay, now that struck very nicely, but he doesn't have the direction that he needed. Now he's ended up with a 1. He's the leader, and he's really unhappy with the results of that particular shot. He knows that in order to keep in the lead, he's going to have to get more points than just a 1 in 2 attempts. In order to stay in the lead, he's going to need to get maybe a 3 or a 4. Because he's got some great players behind him. We're just eager to get up there and push him out of the lead. Okay, I think he struck it a little bit too hard. He was bypassed the bullseye, and it looks like he's ended up with a 1. So in 3 attempts, Hall's gotten a 2 on this particular shot, which isn't all that bad.
No, but you'll see how the game closes in. Some people have their favorites and jump out to an early lead, and the other pros come back and catch them.
Okay, Wiley missed the 9 ball. It's not a very easy shot. Let's see his direction. I like his direction. He would have gotten the 2 in that particular shot, but he wasn't able to pocket the 9. Now, that's more like it. That's excellent speed, I think. I think this is going to be a bullseye. There he comes. Oh, it fooled me. He only got a 2. I thought it had better speed than that.
I did too, Billy.
Oh, he
Well-
executed this shot very nicely. I think he's got the perfect speed for the direction for this shot, which he did. Once again, he's able to pocket the 9. Here comes the ball onto the target. 1, 1.5, and 2. Okay, and let's take a look at C.J. Wiley's score. He has 18 points. Buddy Hall in the lead with 30. Kim Davenport, I believe Kim has 20 or 24.
24.
Leanardo Andam has a chance to get himself back in the hunt here.
Get in there.
He wasn't able to put the 9 down. And he also has chosen the 4-rail route on this particular shot. Okay, this time he overcut the 9. He's really unhappy with his pocketing ability on this particular shot. You
It's a
can't
tough-
blame him. He can't put it down. You got to put it down in order to accumulate points. This time he has. Okay.
Come on, good speed.
Maybe good speed, he says. Maybe, and he's gotten himself a 2.
Died a little bit off the end rail, but that was a tough cut shot.
It certainly was. In that regard, that particular shot, I think, was the most difficult of all the shots we've shot up to this point.
I have to agree with you. That was a tough one.
Okay, notice where the target is positioned now on the table. There aren't any rails around the target to aid it in, scoring. So therefore, this particular shot is going to be very difficult. There's a lot of margin. There's not too much margin for error on this shot because the positioning of the target itself.
Yeah, it's a free-floating target, so to speak. You don't have rails to hold you in tight.
So if you have the speed to reach the target and then you go off the target, you're not coming back onto the target. Now, Buddy, realizing that, wasn't able to hit the cue ball hard enough to go to the target. He doesn't want to bypass the target.
Exactly.
So therefore, that was in his mind while shooting that shot. His priority on that shot was not to bypass the target, and he came up short. Let's see if he can adjust a little bit here and do a little bit better. Okay, he was able to pocket the ball very nicely. He has reached the target, and I don't believe he's going to score. It reached the target, but it rolled off of the target, and that negates that particular shot. Let's find out how well he does on his third and final try. He's still in the lead. Pocketing the ball. He has excellent direction,
That looks
Don.
good.
He has excellent direction.
Looks good.
Let's see what he can do here. Falling a little bit short of the bullseye, ends up with 3. Well, he'll take that. After failing on his first 2 attempts, he's happy about getting a 3.
Excellent comeback, yeah.
C.J. Wiley. I look for C.J. to do well with this shot. He's an excellent shot maker, and it looks like this is his type of shot. 1-2. He's going toward the target. Oh, hitting the edge of the target, not able to go to the target itself. Once again, he's going toward the target, and he's got that same line again, same exact line.
Just got to bring it over a little bit.
He's got to apply about a half a tip more of right-hand English.
Oh.
And he missed the ball. This is by far the most difficult of the shots we've shot up to this point, because you got to pocket the spot shot, and then you have a small target area to go toward. And the reason it's a small target area because you don't have the benefit of the rails surrounding the target that'll put you back onto the target.
Exactly. This is a real touch shot.
So Buddy Hall was able to amass a 3, and perhaps that's a decent score on this particular
It might
shot.
be.
Okay, Andam looks like he's gotten himself good direction, but the speed not so good. So this is invariably the toughest of the shots up to this point, considering the results. And as you notice, this shot is such an intimidating shot that it causes you to possibly miss the ball. Kim Davenport, the endorser of Target Pool, has a chance to get back into this hunt. If he's able to execute this shot reasonably well, he can get back into the hunt. Okay, it looks like he's pocketed the ball. How about the direction? Good direction. How about the speed? Not so good. He's got to get across the hump of the target. That target can be very nasty at times. If you don't have the correct speed on this particular shot, that target won't accept it and push it back. I think he struck this a little bit too hard.
Yeah, went past the target.
Okay, this is his third and final shot. He's actually blundering the opportunity to get back into the hunt. Let's see what he can do on his final attempt. Okay, now that looks a lot better. This looks a lot better. He's coming up. He's got a 3. And that's all she goes. Just a 3, but that's 3 is a good score on this particular shot. What's the average score on that shot?
Well, it varies. I imagine if these guys had some time to practice, they'd all do a little bit better. But they're basically just standing up to the table, seeing where the cue ball has to go, and bringing it on back there.
I think the average score is well below the average scores of the other shots. This is a 2.2 average score on that shot. So therefore, if you can get a 3, you should be happy with it. Buddy Hall was able to get a 3. He's able to maintain his lead in the tournament with 33 points. The player in second position is Kim Davenport with 27. Leanardo Andam has 25, and the trailer is C.J. Wiley with 18. C.J. Wiley says to himself, let's see if I can do a little bit something about that. Now, this is a very, very difficult shot.
Well, we've dropped down to the half target here, so the area they have to aim at is only half as big.
1.
This is for showing position along the rail.
This is a very, very touchy target. You can go into the side pocket. Now, the average score on this particular shot is 2.6. Now, he struck that great with direction, but he was able...
I think that's a bullseye.
He wasn't able to put the 9 down. If he would have pocketed the 9, he would have gotten himself a bullseye, which would have really helped him, in getting back into the hunt. But apparently he wasn't able to do that, and he sits down in his chair as the trailer. Leanardo Andam, excellent control of the object ball. A little bit too hard. He looked like he was going right for the bullseye and bypassed the bullseye into the side pocket. Well, that's very nicely done. Very nicely done. And once again, right into the side pocket. That doesn't seem fair, does it?
Hardly seems fair.
No, it doesn't.
But that happens in 9-ball, too.
It certainly does. Now, he pocketed the ball again. Once again, excellent direction. This time, he was able to get the bullseye. No, 3? He was only awarded 3 for that?
It was close, very close. That's a gutsy shot, aiming right for the bullseye each time.
Can we bring that back up on our instant replay? Okay, Davenport, currently in second position. I don't think he's going to get credit for the ball. A little apprehensive on that particular shot. He has to make sure that he pockets the ball, but the smallness of the target is dividing his concentration in between pocketing the ball and controlling the cue ball. Oh, almost a bullseye, but just at that last half of rotation took him off the target into the side pocket. Okay, he's going to have to amass something here in order to stay in second place, I do believe. But the difficulty of this particular shot is more than the preceding shots, and I think he's missed the pocketing of the 9 again. That's a very intimidating shot.
Oh, and on the bullseye, too.
Very intimidating shot. You have to pocket the 9 and at the same time execute the shot with just about perfect control with speed and direction of the object, of the cue ball. Very difficult shot. I'm surprised that shot carries a 2.6 average. I thought it would be lower than that. Watch out, the 9 ball. That's too hard. That's too hard. It's remarkable how well these players execute that particular shot in regard to the direction of the cue ball.
Absolutely. They're always heading right to that bullseye.
Let's see how well he does after going to school on shot number 1. This is shot number 2. See, that's why I say this is a very intimidating shot. Notice that this shot is missed a lot more often than you would expect it to be missed because of the difficulty of controlling the cue ball speed and direction. And that side pocket has a lot to do with that.
They're thinking about it all the time, I'm sure.
All the time. Positioning of the cue ball very nicely done, and looks like he's going to get himself a 2. And every shot from this point forward is going to be crucial for Buddy. He has to get as many points as he possibly can to maintain his lead. He is in the lead, 35. Andam is in second place with 28. Davenport is behind Andam with 27, and the trailer is Wiley with 19.
This is another half-target shot, Bill. And once again, a little tricky. They have to use an incredible amount of draw.
Buddy Hall 35, Leanardo Andam 28, Kim Davenport 27, C.J. Wiley 19. Bullseyes are starting to mean a lot.
Here we go. Excellent control of both the object and the cue ball. 2.
He came into the end rail just a little early, but it was a nice shot.
Okay, on this particular shot, our average is 2.6, the same as the preceding shot, which I believe was a much more difficult shot. But of course, I think that the averages here don't lie.
Oh, nice shot again, 3.
I think for the upper echelon, the world-class player, this particular shot plays a little bit easier than the preceding one. So in that regard, I think that this particular shot should carry a higher average with the world-class player because of the ability to control the cue ball with, effortlessly.
This is Leonardo's shot.
That's right. Now, he controlled the cue ball perfectly on those 3 shots.
That's going to be a tough score to beat.
Now, Davenport, I think all of the players out there will control the cue ball reasonably well on this particular shot. This is going to be very nice. He's got himself a 3. He's got himself a 3.
That's a good score to start out with.
Andam is in the lead right now in the tournament, but of course Buddy Hall hasn't come to bat yet. Davenport isn't far behind. He's got 30 right now. Wow,
Oh, too much English.
Yeah.
Goose egg.
Goose egg, he said. Overamped a little bit there, A little too much stroke.
That
Much
looks
better,
good.
much better, much better. What does he have? Give it to him, give it to him.
Oh, 3.
He wasn't able to give it to him.
Oh.
Too many observers here, too many spectators. If
There is no impartiality here, or there is impartiality here, I'm sorry.
With a few less spectators, he may have gotten the 5.
He might have.
Okay, here's the leader in the event. Not right now, but going into the shot, he was the leader. He's going to have to score to stay in the lead. And I do believe the man from Metropolis can take care of his business. Oh,
Nice shot.
Whoa.
Right through.
He's already gotten himself a 3, which will ensure him of, after this shot, staying in the lead.
Well, at least a tie.
Right. He'll be one of the co-leaders if he fails on his next 2 attempts and he doesn't get anything on the next 2 attempts. He will then be tied with Andam for the lead with 38 points. But I don't think he's going to settle for that. Well, that's going to be on the target. And he has another 3. So when you look back on this particular shot that carries a 2.6 average, and on the preceding shot that carries a 2.6 average, there's no doubt in my mind the world-class player has a much easier time with this shot.
Well, that seems to be apparent here.
And he was able to get 8 points on this attempt.
Another nice score.
Absolutely. This man is by far one of the greatest players of all time, and it's showing here in target pool also.
Well, it shows what the pros can do with a cue ball. They know where it's going.
Okay, Wiley should execute this shot well. He needs a 5. He has a 5. He needs that, and he needs another 5. And I think this is
What a
one of his
competitor.
better shots.
Yeah.
Once again, he's going for the target. He needs another 5.
He does.
He has another 5.
Nice shot.
Whoa. This man is dangerous
This is
on
going
this
to
shot.
bring him right back into the hunt.
This is it. Well, he has got 10 points. That was really some try there. He would have gotten himself 3 bullseye. Which is
3
really
bullseyes
difficult.
is real tough.
Real.
Triple
Really.
nickel.
Okay, he was able to amass 10 points on that attempt, which now brings him to 29, a little closer to the pack. So after 8 shots, the leader in the event, Buddy Hall with 43, Leonardo Andam with 38, Kim Davenport with 33, and a charging C.J. Wiley now has 27.
This is a shot that comes up quite often in 9-ball. Kim, I know, plays it by hitting the object ball just a little bit before the rail. A lot of high English.
Yeah, I believe you have to hit the object ball first. If you hit the rail first, you're not going to get the cue ball long enough to reach the target. It's gonna maybe even go into the side pocket. He's got himself a 3. Okay, he's going right toward the target this time. He's got the speed to take him to the target, but too much speed now takes him off the target.
A little too much. I think he was planning to come into the side again.
Okay, that's directly toward the target. Does he have the speed? He's not too happy with the speed, but it says get up, get up, get up, and it does get up. He's gotten himself a 2 plus the 3 on this first shot, gives him a total of 5 for this particular shot. He now has 38 points, which puts him in second position. The leader, Buddy Hall, with 43. He's not going to like the results here.
No,
He's not going to like the results. He has the lead, though, with 43 points. He can afford to blunder. But,
I think he went to school on that. I think he'll have a much better shot the next time.
yeah, going into this particular shot, Don, I thought Buddy would execute this shot very well. Well, he doesn't have the feel for this shot for some reason, and he certainly has fooled me. I thought he would be one of the players that would execute this shot extremely well. And he has done the same thing twice in a row. Let's see if he can make the adjustment. He missed the ball. He's going to come up with a 0 on the 9th shot.
Well, that's going to tighten things up a little bit. I don't think Buddy's real happy with that.
Okay, he only leads Kim Davenport by 5 points. Wiley is at the table now with 29. Okay, that's pretty good direction. Let's see if he can get onto the target. He has the speed to get onto the target. He's gotten himself 2 points on his first attempt. Brings him to 31, 13 off the lead. 12 off the lead.
Well, let's see if he can repeat with 2 bullseyes.
You know, he's going to need some points here. I think he struck this a little bit too hard. He did. He struck a little bit too hard. If he would have had the back cushion or the side cushion to aid him on that particular shot, he would have done much better. Oh, this is much better. Much better. 3. Okay, he's gotten himself 5 points, and now he's working his way back into the contest. He has 34 points. 9 off the lead.
Well, here's Leonardo's chance to surge.
Andam has a chance to surge into the lead. Looks like he's got himself good direction.
A nice shot.
That's good direction. 2, which gives him a total of 40. 3 off the lead. He's currently in second position with 40. Buddy Hall is the leader in the tournament with 43. Andam still has 2 shots left. Nope, he's hit the rail first, it looks like, and has slowed the speed of the cue ball up considerably. This will be his final attempt. He's 3 points off the lead, so he needs to get at least the 3. That's the red circle. He needs to amass 3 more points there. He's got himself fairly good direction, but I don't think he has the speed, Don.
Just on.
1. So after round 9, after we've played 9 shots, it's Buddy Hall, the man in the lead with 43 points. Leonardo Andam from Manila with 41. Kim Davenport with 38. And C.J. Wiley's charging at him, has 34.
Well, C.J. needs a real good score, but in all the tournaments we've had, we've always gone into a sudden death playoff. We might have the same situation today.
Very possibly, we could have the same situation.
Now, this is probably the hardest shot that they've had to do today. This is the cue balls on the rail, and a tough one.
Well, I don't know. I don't think that Buddy's going to fare too well with this particular shot because I don't think he has the keen eyesight as the other 3 younger players have.
Well,
so therefore, the pocketing of this ball is extremely difficult, and you have to keep a level stroke, keep down solid on the ball. This is a very difficult shot, and the average that this shot carries testifies to exactly how difficult the shot is. It only carries a 1-point average. Considering the difficulty of this shot, actually will aid Buddy in his bid to win this tournament because of the difficulty of the shot. The other players have to amass some points behind him.
They have to get some
and
points.
Due to the difficulty of the shot, I
gonna be
think this is
difficult.
an ally for Buddy Hall, this particular shot.
Well, he's in the catbird seat, so to speak.
Shot carries a 1-point average. Very low average, very difficult shot. He's our leader. All right, he was able to
Nice
put it
shot.
down. Does he have the speed? He has the speed to get him onto the target, and he's gotten himself a 1. Well, he's already gotten himself the average of this particular shot, a 1.
Any point on this shot is a good point. Nope.
No, he wasn't able to pocket the 9 that time.
With the score of 44.
Now, that's a good score of 44.
Very good.
Excellent score. 10 shots, finishing with a 44, 4.4 average. I think that'll win almost any tournament.
And a lot of these shots certainly weren't for the faint of heart. They were tough shots.
Wiley figures to do reasonably well with this particular shot, considering his ability to pocket the object ball. Very
That
nicely
looks
done.
good.
Looks like he's gonna like this. He's gonna like this. Oh, falling a little bit short of the 5, but I'll tell you, a 3 is satisfactory by any player. Believe me, that's a great score, a 3.
Oh, miscue.
That's what happens sometimes.
When it's on the rail, it's tough.
Well, C.J. Wiley ends up at 37. You know, he was trailing in this particular tournament by a considerable amount. He came back strong at the end, but it was one of those too late.
If we had a
Too
couple
little,
more
too late
shots,
efforts.
he'd be in the thick of it, I think.
Exactly. Uh-oh. Watch out, Buddy Hall. This man wants your title here. Whoa.
Nice
3.
shot.
That puts him at 44. How many points does Buddy have?
That ties him up.
He's tied with Buddy Hall for the lead, but he has 2 shots left. Could the man from the Philippines be the one to walk away with the title?
It's very possible. He certainly has the stroke.
You know, this is going to be suspenseful because he will not accumulate any points for that attempt. This will be his 3rd and final attempt. If he's unable to accumulate any points on this attempt, it looks like it's going to go into a sudden death, but yet Kim Davenport has something to say about that.
He had a chance.
Okay, he's able to pocket the ball. Here comes the cue ball. Is he able to reach it? He has.
He's
We have a new leader. We have a new leader. Leanardo Andam has 46 points. Davenport needs a total of 8 points to tie, 9 points
Leonardo
to win the
Andam,
tournament.
This is tough.
Last chance saloon here. He needs 8 points to tie, 9 to win.
Davenport, excellent shot maker, certainly has the ability to amass 8 points on this shot. Very level stroke. He stays down over the ball. A lot of concentration. Very nicely done. What's he going to get? What's he going to get? What's he going to get? 3.
3.
Okay.
Keeps him in the running.
That's above the average per shot. 3 threes or 9. 9s will give him.
He gets 2 more. He's there.
But each time, it seems to me that this shot plays a little more difficult. Oh, he wasn't able to
missed.
put it down, and he had real good speed of the cue ball. Had he put that ball down, he would have gotten another rotation off of the cue ball and possibly a bullseye.
Well, he needs the bullseye.
He needs the bullseye to go into a sudden death playoff with Andam. He did the same thing that Wiley
CJ
did
did.
on his last shot. Miscued. And in the meantime, it's Leanardo Andam, the man from Manila, who walks away with the title of the Tournament of Champions of Target Pool.
Great shot. Came down to the end where all 3 or 3 of the 4 were within striking distance of walking away with the title.
You know, I thought that all of the competitors for this particular tournament did extremely well. Even Wiley with 37 points. That's a lot of points.
Oh,
to
yeah.
get. That's a 3.7 average, and I think anyone should be happy carrying a 3.7 average through this course.
Yeah, and actually, when you think about it, it's incredible how close the scores actually are. I mean, the skills of all these guys are real close.
Well, I'll tell you something, Don. I've never played your game. I've only shot one shot in target pool, and I'm already hooked in the game.
Well, it has that effect on a lot of people.
Yeah. All right. Okay, there's the scoreboard, so we can all see it. Kim Davenport, 41. Buddy Hall with 44. C.J. Wiley with 37. And our champion, Leonardo Andam, with 46. I tell you what, it's been a pleasure sitting next to you, Don, and going through the course with you. So, did you like the tournament?
Well, I was excited watching it. I love watching the cue ball float to the target and seeing how these pros shoot. I think the audience was kind of enthralled too. Every time we got a bullseye, everybody burst out in wild applause. So it's an exciting game.
This tape will be available through AccuStats. The number you can call is 1-800-828-0397. And I think that you can also purchase this tape through Don Wookey. His number is, and I'll get it in a second for you. I misplaced my paper here. It's 1-800-627-9699. So you can call Don Wookey direct or call AccuStats if you're interested in this tape. And I'll tell you what, this is a winner. This game definitely is a winner.
Well, thank you, Billy. And anyone who's interested in improving their game, improving their skills, this pinpoints what you're doing wrong immediately. So many people practice and they just knock balls around and don't really improve their game. When you play this game, you can't help but improve.
Well, I've often heard players say after a tournament match, hey, I shot a target pool shot, and that's what I can attribute that win to, because I was familiar with that particular shot. I shot it many times playing target pool, and I was comfortable with it. So therefore, you know, you can improve your game by playing target pool. The pros can do it. You can do it too.
Exactly. And you'll see these shots pop up when you play 9-ball in some of the other games.
Okay, we're going to close it up, Don. So on behalf of Don Wookey, this is Bill in Cardona saying thanks a lot for supporting AccuStats. Call Pat 1-800-828-0397 or call Don Wookey at 1-800-627-9699 if you're interested in target pool tapes. Thank you very much. Well, standing with me is the second place finisher, Buddy Hall, and Kim Davenport, a close third. The winner of the Target Pool Championship was Leonardo Andam, who is, by the way, singing karaoke in the lounge right now. But anyways, this is a very interesting game, Kim. You endorse Target Pool. It's a very popular game. Matter of fact, Don Wilkie, the innovator of the game, says to me that he has over 1,500 games in Europe alone.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what, Don contacted me about 3 years ago and needed somebody to develop the game, and I come up with all the shots, and I try to use the shots that come up in the 9-ball game all the time that come up. So I put all those shots into the book, and I've had a great response from people all over the world calling me and telling me it's improved their game, and it really is a game for cue ball control, all the way from the very beginner all the way to the top professional. So, and everybody's had a lot of fun with it. It's a great teaching aid.
It certainly is. Not only is it a great teaching game, like you said, you can have a lot of fun with it. And quite often, Buddy, I hear some of the professionals after completing a match saying, hey, I shot a target pool shot in the match. That's what caused me to win that match. And they really have improved their games and on angles and feel the cue ball because of target pool. What do you think of that?
Well, I think you're exactly right. There's so many shots that come up that do relate to the target pool game. I think it's really a wonderful game because of the variety of shots that you have. I don't have anything but good things to say about it. It's good for the amateur, the professional, all levels of pool.
It certainly is. I myself, I have only shot one shot in target pool, and I'm already hooked. I think if I would have gotten in this tournament, I probably would have won hands down because I just have that uncanny feel for the cue ball. You know what I mean? But that's neither here nor there. I think it's an exciting game, it's an entertaining game, and it carries a very, very large instructional value to the game. The Don Wookey, our innovator over there, he was in the booth with me during the tournament, and he was quite happy with the results of the tournament. So was everybody here in attendance. I thought it was a very well-played tournament, but you had them all the way until the end.
Until the last shot. You know, the audience loves this game, too. Every place that we've ever played it, you get to, ooh, and hey, you get all that. I mean, this is really an exciting game.
Yeah, it certainly is. And Kim, you certainly have picked the right game to endorse. I'll tell you that. It's definitely a winner.
Thank you very much, Billy, and I'm very proud to be associated with it, and I think in the years to come we're going to see this on television.
I hope so. It's a very exciting and interesting game. So on behalf of Don Wilkie, Buddy Hall, and Kim Davenport, this is Bill Incardona saying thanks a lot for joining us with the first Target Pool Champion of Champion tournament.